Yoel, I'm just gonna videotape something, okay? Yoel, can you just keep it silent so I can videotape something real quick? Thanks. So the title of my center is A Place for Everything, and it's first grade place value. Right over here is the first activity, and it's California State Standard Grade 1, 1.3, represent equivalent forms of the same number through the use of physical models, diagrams, and number expression. So I have clear and simple instructions over here, along with 3D models and representation. Number one, it says show the number with the cubes right here. And the reason why I used the actual manipulatives on the directions is just so those who are not able to read that well would be able to still understand the step-by-step instructions even without a lot of words. So just by looking at it, there's very limited reading in it. And so there's step one, show the number with the cubes. Step two, for example, this is the number and this is the model representation, so 5, and this is how it would look using the cubes. When you have 10 cubes, you have to trade for a rod right over here, and then the station they will be able to self-correct, and it says here check your answer. And for example, first number would be 11, and for number 11, the student would take a bunch of unit cubes and rods, and so the objective would be for them to show me how the number 11 would look like using these models. So, and then right after they make it, they're going to lift the flap right underneath the number and check if they got the right number. Now, for me to be able to assess the quality of their work, I'm going to have them take a picture of the manipulatives that they've arranged on their place value mat, and use along with the name written on that paper. And they're going to be using my iPhone with that, and I have an app called iCloud, which will transmit those pictures to me. And so while I'm sitting at the table, I'm able to see exactly their work through the pictures they took of their work. So this part of the center is the drilling part of to meet the standard for place value understanding. So right after this, it gets more. This is more of a concrete, and then after they've been drilled on how to group units into tens, then they move on to this area. And I have a sign up here that says come to the teacher's table for help. And because, of course, we can't expect first graders to, master everything on their own. Of course, that's why we still have a teacher. And so I'm going to be sitting at a table and, encouraging them to ask for help, or to go to my table if they need clarification on anything. But for this activity, step one says group into tens, and you can't really see, but if you look up close, that's step one right there, and there's a bunch of beans, and right over here is how it would be grouped into 10. So that's one 10 and that's another 10. Step two, for example, this would be, I would ask them, this would be 10 and 20. So this is one 10, this is two 10s. That would be, so I would write on my place value mat the number 2 under tens, So I would ask them, of course. This is, of course, in the beginning of the lesson. You still have to explain the center to them, but the idea is that after explaining it to them, they would still be able to guide themselves in case they forget. And so there weren't any leftover ones here, and so what would I put under the ones? Well, step number 3, write how many ones on your place value mat. And so we would write 0. And so what number is this? This would be 20, 2, 10, 0, ones. They're going to repeat the same activity with different manipulatives because according to our textbook, children need repeated exercises with grouping in tens with different types of materials or manipulatives. And so that's what I'm providing here. There's bag A here is Fruit Loops, bag B is beans, and bag C is connecting cubes right over here. And then so after they complete this activity, I have a compartment right over here, and this is the recording sheet right here. Tens, ones, bag A, B, and C, and they're going to put that here where it is labeled done. As extension activities, those who are done with this activity will have the opportunity to either go to the computer station and to work on virtual manipulatives, and also for those who have trouble picking up beans, I have a way of adapting to their to any disabilities with fine motor. They could put beans inside ice cube trays, and one ice cube tray fits 10 beans. So that's kind of like their counter, and it holds things in place so you don't have things slipping away and stuff like that. And so also another activity I would have would be to string different types of beans, and to encourage them to group into tens. I would tell them that I would give them 20 to 30 of the same color of beads, and if they want to get another color, they would have to trade 10 for one of somebody else's beads. So one person's going to have all green, and if she wants to get a blue, she would have to look for someone with a blue and offer 10 of her red beads to get a blue. Also, I would also get beads with their initials on it. The alphabet on it, and if they want to make their name out of it, they can also trade in 10 of their regular beads for a letter, or for a special bead, like a flower or a car or whatever. So those are my 5 activities for my center, and to encourage higher order thinking, I would ask them after the center activities are done how this applies to life, and show them how place value applies to money.